So Rocky makes a new standard on that beach. He draws a line in the sand and he says, you know what? He replaces an old standard, a standard that says, I'm a champion because I don't get scared. And he replaces it with a new one. I'm scared, but I will move forward in spite of it. That's what makes me a champion. So he goes on and he fights Clubber Lang. He trains harder than ever. His emotions are finally in it. He's in the game. He's all in. He's 2 feet in. And he beats Clubber Lang. And he gets his title back. And that moment of decision became part of his legacy. That once civilized person found a way to get uncivilized again by going back to basics. And dudes, like, this is exactly where I think we are. And I love that you said Rocky 3, because it's just such a perfect summary of this. You walk in, you got these nice shirts, we got resorts, we got golf carts, we have fun, we have all these carriers, you have every resource you could possibly imagine, you've got teams, you've got departments, you've got all these things that are here. You know, one person took 4 years, then it was 3 years, then it was 2 years, now it's 1 year, right? All these things to make us succeed, but they also have the ability or the threat to make us really soft. It's just easier, right? That eye of the tiger. And you might be saying, well, I don't know where I am in my story, Brett, and I don't know where we are in our story, and I don't know the answer to that either, guys. I'm still on some sort of chapter. I don't know which one it is. I don't think we know what chapter it is until we get to the end. I don't know where we are in our story with Urban Young, but what I would love to do is to be able to use personal development, which is go into the future, learn from other people's stories, bring it back to the present, be aware enough to know where you think you are, where you want to go, and figure out what actions you have to take to get the desired outcome. That's what personal development is. It's not a Wednesday call. It's not a book. It's a concept. It's an awareness to be able to study. It's what happened last night with Robbie outside at the table. Do you want it? Do you want it? Like, do you want it? And if you don't, that's cool, but do you want it? Because if you want it, you'll be asking questions with people. You'd be cornering that dude. You wouldn't be training with bubbles. You'd be training with sweat. So we're going to do something today. We're going to make a new standard. We're going through all these numbers, and I'll just be vulnerable with you guys, man. I share my story because my story is not sexy. I've been at this for 15 years. Just brick by brick by brick. There was nobody on the planet that says, that's a track that I really want to follow. That looks like fun. But you know what? That's my story, man. Because you know what? I bet there's enough people that don't get what they want quick enough and think there's something wrong with them. I bet there's a lot of people who want to throw in the towel because the person to the left, person to the right, person down the street, they all did it faster than them. So there must be something wrong with them, right? Instead of replacing it with a new standard that says, no, because it took me longer, what an opportunity I have to be an example for somebody else that's going through the same thing. That's my story. So just own it. Own your story. But my lunch with you the other day was awesome. Because I got to hear Leslie's story, man. And it's a powerful story. She's a strong woman. And that's her story. And no matter what happens, no matter what curveball comes, she earned that. It can never be taken from her.